Hello, Team Starlight. I'm here with Declan today, and we
Oh,
are going over a Wild Card Cyclone tournament. We have Josh on the left playing Dark Gaia Frogs, and Andy on the right playing Instant Fusion Zombies. Getting straight into it, we have a Pyramid Turtle from Andy and a Treeborn Frog Substitute play from Josh to start us off.
so he's gonna get in for some damage, it looks like. What is up, y'all? And Josh always is packing the spice. I love it. I live for it.
Yeah, I was not here for this tournament, so I don't
Oh, you
know
just do
what
it.
we're gonna see. Yeah, we did see Dark Calling, but we're just gonna go classic tribute Treeborn for Caius, get rid of the recruiter. Always feel really good about that. And then E-Call getting Stratos, I'm assuming, just to thin out the deck. So really good opening. And it's gonna get D-Prison. So kind of what you want to see, the 2-for-1 trade with the Caius, if you're the frog player.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, when you're Andy and it's round one, you're just thinking they're playing Hero Frogs. You just saw Gaius, you saw
Very true. We're gonna see if
Stratos.
that Dark Calling comes in and gives him a surprise, because I know Andy has been on the channel before playing Dark Gaia, but not this frog build. So I'm going to see, maybe he'll get a little surprise. But as far as this game goes, it's not looking great for Andy. He's getting hit with the Monarchs. We're seeing the Rock Monarch guy to trade with the Bottomless, which
His
is
name is
interesting.
Grandmark, George.
Grand Marg, the
Obviously,
Rock
that was
Monarch.
not. We don't see Grandmark that often, but that was not optimal because he
Yeah.
happened to run into a bottomless there. Unlucky.
But still
Uh,
1-for-1 trade, and I think he's up in cards. But we're getting some zombie instant fusion plays from Andy, so he's going to E-Telly, get Commander, hit in for some damage, and possibly going to Synchro. I don't know if you need to. What would you make that would be useful against frogs?
I don't know. He could have gone for this. Wait,
Urbellum.
what? Wait, why didn't you go for this before you
Yeah,
had a
the
fish?
Urbellum would have been really good. And then it's getting Caius, which is kind of what I was worried about. Any synchro really doesn't play super well into Frog, so I'm wondering if there's anything else he could have done. But I think, yeah, summoning the Urbellum earlier just to put a card back and maybe getting him a little bit of tempo would have been good. But he's
Yeah, so he's
going
gonna crash
to,
the third pyramid turtle, then crashes a goblin zombie and searches what was that plague?
I
I
think
think.
so. But he is falling far behind to these Monarchs. I mean, 2 Caius and then Grand Marg. Pretty unfortunate. And then we have Swap Frog, so that Caius is going to come back. And Zombies has a really hard time dealing with the Caiuses over and over again with all the recruiters. He is going to have Gores, which is nice, but unless he can
Yeah.
kill, which he might actually have a game shot. I just realized how low they were. They're both sitting at 3,000 and then 2,100. So they're both pretty low. And Zombies would be the deck to go for a game shot. So Zombie Master pitching Plague, getting Goblins Zombie, or getting Plague. Makes sense.
That's
And
game.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's
enough.
game. So we did not see Dark Gaia come out. Hopefully we
Poor
see it this game.
Grandmark getting
Yeah.
banished and
I guess
Caius getting
that
banished.
the Grand Mark maybe tells that there's something weird going on, because there's no other reason why you'd play the Rock Monarch if you're not playing Dark Calling. So
What
he's
do you
going to go
mean, man?
Brain
That's
Control.
just the new meta.
We're seeing the Psychic Commander stolen. See if anything happens. I see another Grand Marg, so
Best
surely
card.
that's going to come out. And
Yeah.
in the worst case scenario, we'll trade 2 for 2 if it is bottomless. He's going to deprison, so that's pretty good. 1
Yeah.
for 2 trade with the Brain Control. You'll love to see that.
See what Andy's on here. Oh, just the pass.
Just a
So
pass. And
maybe fainting Gores.
Kaiku's coming out. I honestly am not sure if you need to drop that Kaiku so early. but maybe just for damage.
He doesn't
I'm not
have the
100%
gores.
sure. Yeah, it doesn't have the gores. Instant fusion's coming out. Get the Reaper tribute for Caius. Get rid of the Kaiku, which is super unfortunate.
There's
And
gonna be a lot of
Caius is gonna hit
damage.
in Karma Cut. So not ideal. He's kind of getting monarched. Josh is from the zombie player. He's losing a bunch of cards. And we're getting a think. Oh, I think they both passed. So they're just
Yeah,
kind of
draw
sitting.
past.
Yep.
This deck just needs a little bit more setup because like you're. Oh wait, you can do it from the hand. I totally always forget this.
Yep.
Oh wow,
Dark
so he
calling.
activates it, and Andy Crow the Grand Marg in his grave, and then he has to use 2 materials from his hand.
Yep.
Puts
So
him
a bunch
so
of
low.
cards. Yeah. I mean, he's at 200, so I think we're gonna go game 3. We're going Foolish from Andy. See if, I mean, maybe sending like what, a Plague, Necro Gardena, maybe Mizuki. So maybe some comeback play from Andy. We'll check it out. Gonna go Mizuki effect, get the Reaper, and then Crow, banishing
Nice.
everything. So Crow coming in clutch.
On both sides, kind of.
Yeah. And
Oh,
we're just
he
gonna
needs
go
to banish. Yeah.
allure, draw 2 cards, and yeah, he's gonna scoop it up. So game 3, pretty much. I mean, it's going a little bit back and forth, but we're gonna go Krebin, set, back row from Andy, Substitute play, doing the classic get swap, send Treeborn.
Krebons is honestly kind of a nuisance here.
Yep.
Because now you left it up, they're going to be able to synchro, or they can distribute for Caius.
And Vanities, I would say, is probably worse, depending on how his sideboard is set up to deal with Vanities, because you just have to expect to see it. But yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, when your first turn play is to send Treeborn and then they drop a Vanities, that's not great a lot of the time.
Yeah, and this is kind of when you don't have any other plays, you just go swap, send something, just to thin out the deck and hope that you draw into Soul Exchange or something. But he has a back row, and it looks like he's going to use it to... No. So swap's going to die. That's interesting. I'm not really sure what that back row is.
I think I might have seen a peek. I think it was a Dust Tornado, so he's not using it in the end phase, hoping maybe he thinks it's Torrential or something, so he doesn't keep just slamming cards into him.
Makes sense. And yeah, we're going to go swap, send another frog, and it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot he can do. Gonna pass
so he's leaving
again.
the swap out, so he just takes less damage.
Yep.
Which is pretty much where we're at this point.
Yep. So we'll see. Soul Exchange, Brain Control. I just saw him draw another frog. So it's going to stall for 1 turn. And yeah, Andy's just going to keep taking his +1s, just killing all these frogs. He's going to get swapped back, though, off the dupe effect. So Josh is still... He's got a bunch of cards in hand, but just nothing that can deal with this Vanities right now. Seeing a bunch of Monarchs, Junk Synchron.
Another dupe?
Yeah, I think so. Or he set Unifrog?
Okay, so he compulses, and then that's gonna be game. Wow, that's enough damage.
Vanities destroys another frog player yet again. GG's.